do I got right here? Oh, okay, yeah. That's good. What's up with it? English. Save. Save that. I'm about to I seen y'all in the Discord. That's what made me start the live, Exile. I seen y'all over there in the Discord kinda chilling. So I was like, let me go on and start a live. I hope my dang, why is my thing so low? Wait, hold on. Test, 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 testing. One, two. Okay, I got you. I think I already turned it down. I think I already turned it down, Exile. If I ain't mistaken, so it should be turned down already. I'm just trying to make sure my microphone is right. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Test, test, test. It's still so low. Why is it so low though? It's dummy low right now. I don't know why. Like it got it where you can turn it up, but you can't turn it up. It don't go up none. It don't go up none. But I hope everybody had beautiful holidays as I did. Nothing like being with your family for the holidays. Like I've been spending a lot of time with my last born. A whole lot of time. Like we've been playing the game and going live and everything. You feel me? We've been doing all kind of little stuff. But all in all, I had to get back to business. It was crazy because the other day, dang, bro, I took like 4 gummies. I was on the Discord with everybody. I took like 4 gummies, like but I took them like in spurts, and I don't think I was supposed to do that. But still, though, it was an amazing journey. I must say, it was lit. It was lit. I was really out there. I was out there when I came, and it was like I was glad. Like the thing that I was glad about is the visuals wasn't they didn't start off till like later. I didn't think I was gonna have any visuals on the gummies, but I did. It was like the weirdest thing because like it was like, bro, I could see like all how like your spinal cord is, and like inside your spinal cord, I think it got like all these different veins. It's almost it remind me of like the wires on the car, like when you pull the car radio out, and then it have all those wires, and it had that black tape wrapped around it in order to like keep the wires from touching anything. It was like that, bro, and it was like my shit just split open to where I could see like all the wires going through like my spinal cord, but it was like different existences within each wire. It was like a different existence. It was like crazy as hell, bro. I wonder why we see existence as all these other things, and like we can see it in so many ways on psychedelics, but it was just like trippy, and like it kind of made me mad because I'm laying there and I'm seeing it and I'm like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna get some visuals. So like now I'm getting visuals. I'm going, well, okay, I'm gonna go get my headphones. I'm gonna put my headphones on. I'm gonna put it on the guide frequency, and then after I did that, I didn't get no more visuals. It's like I cut the visual smooth off. You feel me? It was just like all mindful thoughts, but it was like, I don't know, bro. These gummies is I think the thing that I like about those gummies is they 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 have you feeling good. You just be feeling what they would call blessed, and it was cool. But then, you know, like I said, after that, you know, hey, now we're here today. We're here today. I didn't know what we was gonna talk about, you know. I was listening to Mark Dreams like before I came live. I think I'm fixing to play it right now. I'm gonna play this Mark Dreams video because I liked it. I like it. I like it. It's a dope video. It's kind of long. I'm gonna play a little bit of it of what he's saying. You know, because Mark Dreams, you know, he just turned 31. Mark been diving in for a long time. What's up with it, Meta Del? Where you been, bro? Been a minute. Been a minute. Been a minute. Metadelic. It's been a minute. But no, Mark Dreams, you know, have been diving in. Like before I open up Discord, I want to just listen to. I kind of want to finish listening to this video because Mark Dreams is like he's one of the reasons why I started diving in on psychedelics and started taking psychedelics. You were talking about the Karma IQ. Yeah, the Karma IQ gummies. Oh my God, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. Them things is, yeah. Like, it's weird because when you diving in on psychedelics, bro, you can't compare psychedelics. One thing that I'm learning is it's almost like trying to compare your mother to your daughter or your mother to your girl. They're all women, but you put them in different categories and you try to say, well, that's my mother, so I treat her like this. This is my daughter, so I treat her like this. This is my girl, so I treat her like this. Or, you know, with any other thing that you know, we kind of split up like that. With the psychedelics, I think it's the same thing, bro. Yeah, they hella chill, bro. They hella chill. They hella chill. I'm gonna take one tonight. I'm gonna take one tonight because I'm trying to stay up for a while and run the live for a while because I want to kind of, you know, just listen. I like to hear everybody talk, bro. You feel me? Especially once I like get off of here and like I go back into the world and I try to be what they call normal again. You feel me? Yeah, they real pleasant. They real pleasant. I went in for deep with the Karma IQ gummies last month. But thanks for the info on that. Oh yeah, you did? Dang, man. Yeah, man, when you go in on the Karma IQs, bro, we gotta do a video to where we gotta just talk about that sometimes because they are. I can't say they were. They are. They a beautiful sight. I got them apple. I got the apple. The sour apple, they taste good. You feel me? At first, I was kind of skeptical about the taste, but then I was like, "Dang, it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad." But one thing I can say is like, I had a drink off of them though. Like the first time I had a drink off of them, I think I took like 2 grams. It's like the drink like kind of took over the gummies. The second time, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. It was the dopest experience, man. It was a dope experience. I don't understand though, bro. You had that tingling feeling like you're about to start a mushroom experience, but then it's like you know all the mindful thoughts and the understanding just starts to kind of pour in from all different kind of spaces, and it's like it's not real intense. Like, you know how like when mushrooms get real intense where you sometimes you gotta ball up your fist, like Lindy say, ball up your fist and stuff. Yeah. You don't gotta do that. You ain't doing none of that. It's just mellow. And then it's wild because the good feeling it don't go away for days. That's the one thing that I like about it is that feeling once you start, it stays there for like some days. It won't wear off. You'll just have that good feeling. Be walking around happy for no reason at all for like a couple of days, bro. That shit was hella beautiful. Let's see, are the gummies 4-ACO? They 4-ACO DET. They not 4-ACO DMT. They DET. So they a little lighter than the 4-ACO DMT, which is like buku strong. So they a little lighter, but they dope. That's why I was saying it's like, trying to categorize psychedelics when all of them work on different things. They all work on different aspects of the so-called self or you, or they all do different things. So it's like trying to even put them in a category and make one better than the other. That you're not gonna get your full experience out of it if you do that, because each one has its own mind. Each one has its own entity, like in itself. Each one is its own entity. Like alcohol is its own entity, weed is its own entity. So you can't compare the two, but we try to compare and make one better than the other, but they all got their own attributes that, do what they do. And it's like, it's a beautiful thing. Like that realization was something that it was beautiful to see it and experience, and then, go, well, wow, well, I didn't know this. But all psychedelics has its own style and presentation. Yeah, exactly. It's like you want to go crazy, you want to go in deep. Yeah, DMT, a gang of mushrooms. You want to have, it's like each one has its own superpower. They each have their own superpower, and like when some of them have, you can get the same superpower off of all of them for some reason. Like that's one thing that I can see too, is like you can get that same effects off of each one. It doesn't matter which one. It's like it's almost like finding the one that best suits you. It's almost like aspirin. You feel me? Some people like Tylenol. Some people like Bayer. It's finding the one that suits you and that fits you. And that's what it is. And when you usually do that, that's when it gives you some of your best experiences. And then it's wild because when you find the one that actually fits you, when you use other ones and you even go back to that one, it will take you to the place. I mean, well, before you go back, the other ones will take you to the place that the other one took you to. And because the other one will still be activated, it's like it's still there, bro. 4-STO-DT was made by Albert Hoffman. That's wild, son. Same dude that made LSD definitely knew what he was doing. Yeah, that's what I said a long time ago when I first dove in on 4-ACO. When I seen Albert Hoffman had made it, bro, I said, no, I'm doing this. I have to take this. I have to. I couldn't pass it up. It was like, oh, dang, Albert Hoffman had his hands on this. I said, if he did, then he knew what he was doing. And exactly what I thought was he knew what the fuck he was doing when he was messing around and he synthesized that stuff. He knew exactly what he was doing. And, he probably tripped off of it, too. I don't know. I didn't read too deep into it, but I'm just saying, I felt like he knew what he was doing. Like, that's the wild part, bro. They try to make it seem like he didn't know what he was making, like he was just making random shit without knowing it's gonna be a psychedelic shit. I mean, I think after he took that bike ride, bro, that LSD, after he took that Lucy, and then he took that bike ride and he seen everything. It's wild, bro, because a lot of people don't understand that within your first couple of big psychedelic experiences, you see everything. You probably don't remember that you've seen everything, but you see everything, usually in them first couple of psychedelic experiences. And then the other ones just be relapses of what you already seen. It's like it's playing all over. It's not, I ain't gonna say it's playing all over. It's doing like a movie that was made into a TV show. Now they playing you little episodes in your other trips and your other experiences. Because you'll have many experiences to where you'll see every experience that you had. You'll see it like, and it'll like blow your mind. Like, like, dang, how could it all just come back like that at one time? And like, how can I have 5 memories at one time going on from 5 different places? It's like at one time, like all this stuff, like, and we're not just talking about 5, we're talking about like, 100 different experiences come back at one time. And then it's weird because after you get so far, you start seeing that, okay, a year later, 2 years after taking psychedelics, this one experience right here kind of it showed you the bigger picture of this experience over here, because this experience 2 years from now is still that same experience, but then it'll show you the bigger picture. Like if you was just focused on looking at my fingernails and not actually seeing my hands, you know, it's like that. Like when they had you in the room, they go, they show you a picture that got something wild on it, and then it say, what color was her gloves? And you like, dang, she had gloves on? I didn't know she had gloves on. Type shit. He say, I didn't know Hoffman made the 4-ACO. That's crazy. How did you know that these chemicals would have a spiritual or psychedelic effect? Wow. Man, they was chemists. You know, he was a chemist. He was I don't know if it was Harvard, whatever school he went through. He knew what the hell he was doing. He like, man, when they synthesized that shit, bro, he knew what he was doing. What's up with it, Cozy 47? He exactly knew what he was doing. That's what that's what I felt like when I seen that he had hands in it. I said, dang. I said, I have to try this. I have to try it. There's no way that I'm not gonna try 4-ACO. And when I got my hands on it, like I said, the experience was so beautiful. I had to
Yeah,
keep
that's
going.
one too.
What's up with it, Ty?
Hey,
Oh, my
chiming
bad.
in.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Mark Dream's video. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But no, we was talking about Hoffman, Albert Hoffman making, having his hands in on the 4-ACO DMT. I will
Yeah,
say
them
that.
German scientists was on
Underestimated
something
the
else.
strength of
Them
these.
Einsteins, them Albert Hoffmans. They, I'm glad they escaped the Nazis. Or we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, yeah. Metadelic said, I will say, I underestimated the strength of the gummies. First time, I only had two. The two was nice and mild. When I
Mm.
went up to four, the come up was like jaw clenching bull ride. Oh yeah, I bet it was. Because see, like I said, when I took the four, I spreaded it out. I took it, I waited 30 minutes, then I took it, then I waited 30 minutes and I took it. It was like that. I didn't just take them back to back like I was supposed to. I should have just took them all at one time. But that's to come. As the one that he the one that created LSD. Hey, what was Albert Hoffman like a scientist or something like that?
A chemist.
Yeah, that's what
A
I was
chemist?
saying. Him and
Yeah.
Albert Einstein, they was
Oh,
really scientists.
is that ego? What's up with it, ego?
Chilling, brother.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, he was a chemist. So he knew what he knew. Yeah, he knew what the fuck he was doing, man. When he did that man, that 4-ACO, I said he knew what he was doing. Cause when I first took it, bro, that shit was like a 6-hour DMT trip. Like literally every time. And it was like, wow, bro. It was, man, the extent of it, it just, them experiences, bro, you can't put them in the box. You can't put them in the box and break them down and try to, it's almost like life. It's like they here, then they gone. But it was like so many places I went, and like I never had, like, you got to understand, I ran through 4 grams of 4-ACO. I never had a bad experience, not once. I never had an experience to where I was scared, to where I was spooked. Like even when I was seeing crazy stuff that was ugly, I wasn't spooked because in the beginning, when I first started, and I did get scared. I got scared. I was scared to go in the backyard. I was like, I'm not going out there. It's dark. You feel me? And the 4-ACO was like, how you gonna be scared of the dark and you create darkness? Like you the creator of the darkness. And I'm like, I understood it on a level that was beyond being scared of the dark, of like a little kid being scared of the dark. And then it made me recognize and see the monsters and these different things, the evil things that we create inside. You feel me? And then we be in fear of those things. We begin to get scared of that shit. It like it don't matter what it is. If it's to talk to your first girl, you feel me? That's a fear that you'll create, and you'll be scared. You feel me? If it was scared to bring that homework home because you know you got an F on your report card or something, you feel me? It was like the different fears that we created and said, and it's like, damn, so every time, no matter, you know, when I seen that tarantula and I was scared to pick it up, it's like because I was scared. Like, I ain't saying go pick up a tarantula or something like that. Don't do that. But some sources say 4-AC DET can be toxic.
That is true.
Is it?
Yes. I mean, like, people, like, anything that you ingest, technically, like the magic mushrooms themselves are toxic.
Yeah.
Just because, like, the way your body acts when you ingest the mushrooms, it automatically is like, yeah, I want to get these things out of me ASAP, like ASAP.
Your girl could be toxic.
Right. I mean, I know there's at least probably 3 to 5 like reported deaths on like 4-ACO, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
I ain't heard that.
Yeah. It's usually from like I think someone had like vomited, choking their vomit.
Oh.
These things like seizures, you know what I'm saying? Like the anomalies, you know what I'm saying? But that's like the only psychedelic I've ever heard that happening on.
Diamond shrooms. Psychedelics per se. Wait, what is diamond shrooms? Must be some edibles. Around carry risk. Facts. Let's see. Dang. It's a 4-ACL DMT addiction and abuse.
That's crazy. It's a different word
yeah.
addiction right up in there. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like microdose. Then it go
I
right
don't
to
go that far.
Then it go right to 4-ACO microdose. You know?
No, I mean, okay.
Related to novel listening compounds. I'm trying to see if I could find something that happened to somebody. I don't know, man. That might be another rumor. Nah, but nah, probably not. Like, cause I can see, you know, somebody if you take too much, you'll be out of it, bro. It'll fucking knock you out. Oh, you'll pass out. That's how strong it was. You'll pass out You'll pass out and wake up somewhere else, though.
You don't pass out on in DMT, though, do you?
I don't know. I ain't never heard of it.
In DMT?
No, I ain't never heard of nobody passing out on DMT. You know, you could pass out on shrooms.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. The mushrooms want you to close your eyes. They tell you to go to sleep.
The mind is a powerful thing. Anything can be abused, but just take in moderation. Yeah, I used to say that. I used to feel the same way. I used to feel like anything can be abused and like take it in moderation. And then you got other people that just don't care.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be one of those people. I'm not going to hold you. I don't want to be one of those people that don't care, you know. But I want to be one of those people that don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's been for the same.
Hey, man, you're not supposed to be in here. You forgot? Dang.
Sorry.
But yeah, like yeah, I want to be like one of those people. Like, you know what to care about and what not to care about, and stop jumping on conspiracy theories and stuff. Because I seen so many. You know, we in life we seen so many things destroy people, and then we seen so many things give life to people, and then the thing that destroyed that person didn't destroy that person over there like that. That person is still going and was able to handle it and still doing it.
Life is like cooking. You know, too much of one thing is bad. Not enough of one thing is bad.
If food be bland, it's like, that's not cool.
Oh man, that's too solid, bro. My heart. Oh, hey,
Yeah. But I think that's the wild thing about life is that it can be all these different things, but it like all the things that it already is. It's like we got to point them out and say what they are. You feel me? To give caution to the next generation or the next person, or you feel me? Like it's kind of weird. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
No, I feel like the key is really like we already know is to like eliminate ignorance and raise consciousness. Always. That's always the goal for every generation, if you ask me, or it should be.
Okay, what is consciousness to you?
It's like it's everything. I mean, without consciousness, I can't experience. I can't do. I can't. I am not. I am. I am not. I am. I am not me.
Okay, so if consciousness is everything, how could you raise it?
Things have ebbs and flows. It's like the wind. It's like water. It's like feng shui. You know what I'm saying? That shit's like consciousness is feng shui.
I think it kind of like I think that's one of the questions I always ask myself though. Ego is like if everything is consciousness, it don't like everything is basically consciousness experiencing itself in every which way. So if love is consciousness is a part of that, hate is a part of that also.
Yeah.
So it's like raising it. I don't know, bro. That is crazy, because it's already every experience happening at one time, and consciousness is that experience happening, or you know, watching itself, looking at itself. Consciousness is life. Consciousness is like every aspect of it. Is every aspect of it. So it's like even if we say, okay, I'm gonna raise it, ain't that just us saying, you know?
Well, like when I say like when we raise it, it's like 'cause like some people aren't aware of like
cheers
of like excuse me. Some people aren't aware of themselves and how they feel emotionally. Some people aren't aware of how their actions affect the people around them. And some people are just so aware that they are aware of being aware of their own awareness. If you follow that one, I just like.
Will that be possible though, without another piece of the puzzle to reflect off of, or even think that way in the first place? Like who is higher? If there's no like reference point.
The reference point is the point itself. It's like it's like a mirror. Like literally, it's just like a mirror looking back at a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like the mirror reflects the mirror, which reflects the mirror, which reflects the mirror. Yeah, and it's kind of like that. If you ask me,
I'll be moving my point around. It never stay in the same spot. It be over there. Sometimes I'll bring it back over here. I go, this is the point now. I don't know, Ego. It's just trippy, bro. I think I'm more like I'm like to the point of seeing like if everything is an illusion, right? Okay, everything is conscious, but everything is an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an illusion, then like, wouldn't it be just cool for you just to be in the illusion that you choose to be in?
I mean, just yeah. I mean, that's how you want to live your life. It's your life. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you are. If you ask me, this is just my philosophy. You are the forebearer of your entire existence. Like you control how what is good and what is bad to you. You know what I'm saying? That's you decide what morality is. Morality starts with you. You know. So yeah. I mean, with that being said, with you being the main arbiter and your own God, um, everything that you do, everything that like you try to like place out into the world, it it will be of something that will be an illusion of, well, not really an illusion. It will be an intimation of what you are. You know what I'm saying? And that reality that you create, which we would call an illusion, I guess you could say. It will be the thing that is it's worth it. It's worth it all. I mean, it's the whole purpose to life. You know what I mean? It's like to fall and divulge oneself in that illusion, to just to just to believe, to trick oneself into just like living life, like like I wouldn't say trick oneself, but to just play your role, just play your role.
He said, "Just play your role. Just play your role, not nobody
Yeah,
else's. Yours,
yes,
yours." I think a lot of people, it's hard for them to find what their role actually is because you given so many different roles, you don't know which one to be. A lot of them don't even fit you at the time they was given to you.
true that.
But
And
we end
sometimes
up
you
we end up still trying to play that role or that thing. Like it's wild, and we try to play it the same way it was given to us.
hmm
Like we try to turn around and play it that same way, like with those fundamentals that was handed to us. Wait, let's see what he say. But we feel trapped in the illusion. Humans will always seek more. We long for the infinite, uh, whether cons- whether consciously or unconsciously. Yeah,
well,
I think we infinitely create shit.
I mean, the infinite is empty. I mean, like when people when people like look for like high levels of spirituality, reaching the highest level of spirituality, it's empty. There's nothing there at the highest level of spirituality.
Yes, it is.
The void,
Nuh-uh. You
the
there.
present,
You
yeah,
there.
present.
Just
That's
you.
it. Exactly,
Just you there. You
exactly.
like, I made
Just
it.
me.
Looking around like, where everybody at?
Exactly, exactly. And there's
hey,
nothing there, bro.
hey, this
And
weird.
that's why
Do you,
I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
always thought of like why we feel trapped. Like that's a big thing. Like us feeling trapped like within this place, and I don't think anybody's trapped. Like you trapped inside your own ideas of what you might think life should be. Like you trapped in that, but you're not like nobody's trapped here in life. Nobody. No, we all can leave when we get ready. I'm just saying. We don't have to be here. We can all, if you ready to leave, you can. I'm not saying it's something you should do, but I'm just saying we all have that choice. At the same
Yeah,
time, it's like we not trapped. We trap ourselves within our ideas of what life is, and when we build our our thoughts around that, then yeah, man, it have us feeling like we in a box because we'll look at life and go, life is supposed to be like this. And it's like that for you. But for everybody else, it's not like that. This thing is going every which way. If you trap yourself within it, bro, I'm telling you, that's where you're gonna be. That's where you're gonna be. Especially, the way they tell us that we should live life. Get married, have kids. You should do this and you should do that, and all the things that you remember. All the cartoons we used to watch, from Beauty and the Beast, and all the love films and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We already had a foundation of what we said life should be, and then everybody tried to live it, not knowing that that's not life for everybody. That's life for somebody else. That's a life somebody else had created and said that they wanted to live. And we looked at it and put it on a pedestal and actually said it was good. Like, that's how we look at all these different lives as everybody life. That's how we even look at consciousness. Like, oh, this person is constantly aware. This person know more, and whoop-de-whoop. That don't make their life any different than yours. It's just you putting them on the pedestal they're on. They don't even have to do it. The person don't even have to do it no more. All they got to do is have the so-called information, and then we'll find the pedestal to put them on. And then we'll put them on that pedestal, and we'll try to follow their examples and walk in their shoes and be who they are and forget to be ourselves. But in a sense, that is ourselves. That person or that thing is always going to be a part of all of us, but that don't mean that we have to follow that thing just because we see it. Like, when you go and you walk outside and you see somebody in a Hellcat, that don't mean you got to go get one because they was smiling in yours. But us, we'll go, I need that Hellcat because I want that smile he got. That's what I was saying when you hit that weed. I said, I need to light up my blunt so I can get that high he getting.
Hey, bro. Damn. Come on, bro. I already thought you've been doing it already.
Nah, I was. A little bit. But no, I think that's the weird part about it, man, because we kind of, like, even coming into the world, we already was given our leaders. We already was given the ones that was above us, and they already had put people above us and said, these are the ones you follow. Like, this is who you follow, them over here. Look, this is your mom, this is your dad. And like, I always thought about that because I ain't gonna say me, but a lot of us didn't have good parents. But we was we still was told to follow and respect them. Didn't matter what they did.
Fact. It still do. But like,
still do.
Yeah.
Still do.
See, that's the thing called culture is not your friend. Culture will have you do things that goes against your health. Culture will have you do things that will like pressure you to being a better person. Culture will just have you bend it upside down, backwards, and just bend it to every way it wants you to bend. Culture, like Terrence McKenna said, is not your friend. When people like project that sense of like authority onto another individual, like a teacher, like someone like you might look up to, and you call that person like a guru or something like that. And so you give them these type of titles like so and so guru this and blah 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 that and Mr. Saint that this whatever. We create these. We're projecting, like you said, we're projecting a part of ourselves onto this person. Like we see ourselves. There's something about this person that we want simulated that's similar to us, that's calling to us, that's attracting something inside of us. Be something inside of us that we want to accumulate. We create an archetype.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? That's one thing that I wanted to do, like with you, is talk about that because, I was trying because you used to talk about the one guy, not Ram Dass, but the other guy that be talking about the archetypes.
Carl Jung.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to know because I've never watched. I was looking up because every time I get into like diving in with psychedelics, I see this. I see the different archetypes that our minds make of a certain image, and then we kind of follow that thing. And I was looking up, I kept typing in archetypes, archetype mind, and I'm putting in Ram Doss and different people. I could not remember Carl Jung.
Yeah,
But I gotta go.
Young,
Yeah, I gotta listen more into. I gotta listen more to him about what he say about it, because I always had that same idea, and I remember you talking about it. And it's like, like.
I'm sorry. You're probably better off reading it though, because like there's not much audio on when his students, like his people that he taught right underneath him, they got plenty of audio.
Yeah.
Like Anna Louise Strauss, and she talks a lot about the anima, like the feminine nature within men and women, the animus, the masculine
Yeah.
with the women, and the
Yeah.
feminine with the men, the anima.
I think I heard something from her, but I want the good looking out, Master Creator. I want to say what read the chat real fast, because somebody said true. I feel like it's really about getting in tune with what is and what's already exists. The problem is that humans are so much out of alignment with nature, life, and universe. Okay, now I don't think we out of line, bro. I don't think that. I used to feel like that. But then I said, if we are not in tune and we are not in line, that mean the animals and the trees and the plants and all the way down to the smallest organism is doing the same thing that we doing. There's nothing doing anything different. It's like everybody's playing that same game. And then he said, morally, we are a part of everything, but we don't experience ourselves that way. Most gurus are secretly cult leaders. Now that, and Dwayne said, now that I'm a parent, I don't fault my parents for making good or bad decisions in the heat of the moment. Exactly, Dwayne. That's what I was telling. That's what I was telling them the other day when we had the live. I was tripping off that because we was all talking. I was saying that to Rob. It's like, because we like when we see what our parents did, we don't see what they went through with our grandparents, and we don't see what our grandparents went through with our great grandparents. That's the part we didn't see. We only fault our parents for being who they were, and it's like you can't fault them. You got to fault your great grandparents. Because your great grandparents taught your grandparents to be some way, which taught your parents to be a certain way. It goes back further than the parents. So it's like, dang, I stopped faulting my mother like a mo. I only fault her for what she do now. Like for what she do right now. I'll be very careful who I call a guru or hero now. When you get close to them, you start to see their flaws, and it's disappointing. They just a lost or found as the rest of us. Exactly. That's, man, I'm telling you, Dwayne, that's why I never wanted to play that role. There was no way, bro. I couldn't see myself playing the role of no. If I'm a guru, I'm my own guru. That's it. I never wanted to get into the role playing of everybody else, because then once you get into it, you're going to have to act it all the way out. Like, you're going to have to be that. And we all know what a guru is and what a guru does. And somebody said like that, a lot of them was cult leaders, though. They was.
I mean, my first guru, I didn't realize it at first, but my first guru was Alan Watts. And I would listen to him and I would study this man to the point where I'm making like reports about him in college. And like, this nigga like adulterous as fuck. He like having affairs and like smoking, and nigga, he a low key alcoholic and shit. Like, I'm like, Alan,
like low key.
I'm like,
they said he was an alcoholic. Low key. They said he'd be up there talking with a drink under the thing, under the podium. But I mean, shit. It wasn't. I think that's what messed us up too. We start seeing the outside of the person instead of looking at the inside. You feel me? We get to seeing the outside, because then I don't know. Even when I heard all the things about Alan Watts, it didn't turn me away from listening to what he was saying, because that's what always made me, is what he was actually saying. what he was saying made sense. Even though if he couldn't handle it or hold it, he said, I learned this stuff along the way, and life already got me, but I'm telling you, you can save yourself, I think. Said both my parents had trauma because of their grandparents, and while we were leaving and growing through life, they had a lot. They had to hold it together and raise me. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, I was thinking I thought my grandmother died in her 30s. I think my grandmother died when she was like 45. My mom said, and I didn't even remember, but just hearing the stories of going back to my mom and asking her asking her questions about my grandparents and learning stories, and then even talking to my grandfather and learning stories about him, that really had me fucked up. All that shit is tied into some crazy ass shit, bro. Cause when you go, like us black people, when we go back to our grandparents, like you start to kind of see that some of our great grandparents and grandparents was Indian.
Yeah.
Like my great grandmother was full blooded Indian. My grandfather's mother was full blooded Indian. And like that is kind of crazy because how did we go from being Indian to being black?
I mean, it just takes one person. Real shit. It takes one person.
Plant teachers.
I mean, like I'm Native American on my mom's side of the family. But on my dad's side of the family, I'm Irish. Like I got saying I got so many relatives on my dad's side of the family with like red hair and green eyes, light ass skin and freckles. So I'm like, Diana, you and your twin sister, y'all look just like grandma. Grandma looking red hair, you know what I'm saying? Hazel eyes, and changed color. God rest her soul. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? The Irish, you can see the Irish in us.
It's wild because they tell us a million times the victors write the history. The victors write the history, and we never accept it. We still go, man, that's true. A lot of that history is true. It's like, no, it ain't. Ain't none of that. I don't think none of this shit is true they ever told us. I think all the shit is just bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Half of it, bro. Like, some of it's real, but majority is like niggas talking out their ass, like talking off the ego. I promise you, I bet. I don't trust really any type of like historical like written thing like partly from any like civilization.
Yeah, because if they already got a biased view on what they talking about, that throws it all off anyways. Especially if they reading it from somebody that was in control of shit and running shit and tried to make theirs look better. It's like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what is we doing? But okay, all right. I get it. It's one big stage and we all on it. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like the only thing that I can like say would be historically accurate are like more or less the battles and like the destruction. Like niggas gonna cap maybe about getting their ass whooped a little bit.
Yeah.
But the niggas that whooped the ass ain't gonna look. They gonna be capping all hard as hell, regardless. Someone's gonna take both stories. You put them together. You got the fucking truth. Basically, what happened.
Yeah, I was tripping out on that. Okay, remember we dropped the Hiroshima, right? And like, I remember an Asian dude. It was an Asian Chinese dude. He came out with a video a while back, and he was going, "Y'all didn't win that war. We won that war. Even though y'all dropped Hiroshima, like who you think cleaned that shit up? Y'all did. We didn't clean it up. Y'all cleaned it up and everything." And it's like, wait, what the fuck? Like you get to digging in, like we get the story they want us to hear over here. And it was a time to where we couldn't get the information from over there. You only could get it like basically a lot by word of mouth. Now we have this shit right here, this internet, where everybody is so much not loving or not liking and thinking it's taking over. We have this right here. This is giving us all the information from every part of the world. Every part of the world. So it's eyes everywhere. The eyes have it. Okay, the eyes win because the eyes is everywhere now. You can't steal a package off somebody's step without being seen. They got you on candid camera. And we can talk to anybody from over there to over here. It's like crazy. What's up, Dave? Say the victors write the history. They also change it when they write it. Yeah, exactly. But that's the cold part because, man, if we ain't hearing the history like we do, like how we go through our family tree or and go through our parents and great grandparents and different things like that, bro, we getting a fabricated story every goddamn time, damn near. You feel me? Because even the stories, like when you go and you hear about the people like over there, the older ones in Louisiana and back in them places where where a lot of us come from, our family that moved from over there down south to California and shit like that, migrated or whatever they want to call it. But when you hear them old stories, bro, that should be having you kind of flabbergasted. It's like they never taught us that. They hid that from us. And I think.
You think what?
No, I was just tripping because like I was having a conversation with my moms about that. Like it was something we was just talking about like how like when African Americans or black people come out with certain stuff, how it get into other people's hands and they take it over and make it seem like they created. And she was like, well, you got to think. She said, son, I've been around a long time. She's like, when we were slaves, right? If you made something and your slave master seen it, it was his. It was theirs. It wasn't yours. It was the person that owned the slave. So if you created something, it was theirs regardless. And I'm like going, hey, I never tripped off of that. I'm like, I never tripped off of that. It's like, wow, bro. I don't even like to really get into the race stuff. I think I don't like to because it's too much. It's too many lies. And we weren't there. It's like, what are we going to do right now to make shit better? Because it's like, you feel me? A lot of the shit we wasn't there. And we get along more than what we did then. So it's like, man, I don't think none of that shit can save us. I don't think anything can save us. I think everything is doing, that's the crazy thing. We won't say it, everything is actually doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Nothing is not working fine or not working correctly. Everything is doing just like people, like some people animals starve too out there. Animals don't catch everything all the time or be able to eat all the time. The same thing is going on in so many different aspects of reality. You feel me? Like, this is reality. This is what reality does. This is what life does. Life explores itself in every which way you can think of. Like that's the crazy. Every which way we can think of, life is playing that shit, looking at that shit, experiencing that shit in that way, in every which way. And it as every character, as a drip of water, as the ocean, as the wind, as the sky, is experiencing itself in every which way, bro. And I know it seems like, it shouldn't do that, but it's life. It's life. And it's lifing. Like, that's me and X, I say, it's like life is show lifing. Life be lifing like a motherfucker. And it ain't stopping. It's not gonna pause. It's not gonna wait. It's not gonna wait for you to catch up to what it's doing. It's not gonna wait for nobody. Life is not gonna wait for nobody. It's not gonna give nobody a chance to figure it out. Like, what you think it is, when you figure it, is gonna be good to you. It's gonna be enough for you. When you go, okay, this is what it is to me, life gonna be like, okay, that's good. That's good for you. If you a tiger walking around this motherfucker and you think life is just being a tiger, life gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's good for you. It's gonna let you run around, eat, and do what you want to do. You feel me? But still, it's gonna be everything else at the same time. Whether you like it or not, it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. And like us, We gonna be the same way. Oh, thanks. What's that? The like button. America needs its cultural humanity. We might not understand, like, or agree with one another's culture, but we can still come to common ground and be friends. Exactly. Exactly. Which is wild because it's like I think that's one of the hardest things for people is to like for me to have a different belief than you. Like, cause my God, when we got gods that walk around and destroy other gods, just think what that creates within us. If I have a God that don't like no other God, that don't like other gods, period, in general. My God don't like other gods because it's the only God. Now I already have this gonna be a part of my life. So when I come around somebody that's not following the God that I have, it's gonna be a problem. Cause my God is gonna make it a problem. It already was made a problem. It's already was made a thing. So it's like it's gonna be always conflict, bro. It's gonna. I don't think always though. I think it's gonna be one point in time to where we gonna come to understand what the conflict is doing for us. But you're gonna always have people. It's gonna be it could be just one individual that will do some shit. It's always gonna be that. I don't care. You can get the best group together, the best team together. You get that 100 people or whatever. It's gonna be one motherfucker, a couple motherfuckers that's gonna do something that's gonna change it all and kind of mess it up. You feel me? And like, cause all our minds don't think the same. Like us, like you can be thinking love and somebody else can love to hate. Like you can love to love, but somebody else they can love to hate. So it's gonna always be both those sides playing their way out. You feel me? And a couple people just ain't gonna have it all. Say all that matters is healing yourself and changing how you flow through life, inspiring that change in others. That's past too complicated to straighten out. Yeah. That's what I be feeling like. I be feeling like that's what we here for, Dwayne. Like we here in order just to be a pillow to everybody else going through life. Look, I can be a pillow. You feel me? I can't, like, cause it's on us, like the individual, to make their life beautiful. And it's wild because once you start to see the beauty that you can create within yourself, that's when you can share it with other people. Like I can share that beauty with you. And then when you see, you'll want to see that beauty. You'll want that. You can find the beauty in yourself and the things that you like, the things that you love. And like you can share them with me. And then I hear the things that you love and the beauty. And I see that beauty. And now mine then spread out through you and yours then spread out to me. And then it like kind of keeps going. But I don't know. We be on some other shit. I never could understand that. I was talking about that the last time. I said, if everybody want the best for everybody, why is things the way it is? Like, why is shit like this? Why is, so much hatred? Why is it, so much separation? Why do I have to be better than you? Why do you have to be better than me? Why is it always a competition? Like, is that how it should be? Should I want to run faster than Exile? Should I wake up in the morning and go, man, I'm going to go train today so I could be faster than Exile by next month?
Ain't never going to happen.
It's like, I don't know, bro. That shit be tripping me out now. It be tripping me out now. But you can't get past it because I don't care where you go, what you go and do. You can speak it to somebody and they're so fascinated in trying to be better and faster than everybody else that they not going to hear you. Yeah, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. Matter of fact, it's going to sound like you attacking them. That's what that's what it usually is. It really seems like that. Exile. That's what people usually take it as. Like, oh, I'm under attack. You're attacking me. Now I gotta defend myself.
Yeah, identified with the habits that they've picked up.
Yeah.
Thinking that's all they are. Which goes back to maybe raising consciousness perhaps isn't the best way to say it. Maybe expanding consciousness or expanding your own consciousness, right? Because what I learned at 3 is different from what I learned at 13 or 23 or 33. And then you start taking psychedelics, or you start meditating, you travel to a different country, you take different classes, you change your whatever it is, and you get to learn about different things about how life is already like that.
On the thing on the wire.
Yeah, it don't even work on the normal speaker.
I know, but it's a wire right there. Right there, right here, on the wire. Yeah, go back and forth.
So it's like a journey. Like the journey is the destination. And sometimes we get locked into these habits of how our grandfather treated us, how our moms treated us, how the dude down the block,
Okay, just go in your room then, because Mom about to be home anyway.
Our boss, or True's trying to run faster than me, and so now when I wake up in the morning, I got to train even more harder because I got accepted new information that somebody's gonna. So it's kind of like always like a learning journey, or new information maybe.
Speakers? On the computer. You probably got to restart it.
It's that receptivity to be able to accept new information. Otherwise, we just get stagnant. And that's going to look different for each one of us. It's not like there's a cookie cutter to be like, oh, do this on Sundays, do this on Mondays. When you wash your clothes, you should do this. Don't wash your clothes when you do, like, those cookie cutters. It's like our lives are like case by case basis. You go into the forest and all the trees aren't the same height and the same color and the same shape. No, everything's a little bit different because they all kind of started off in different places. So sometimes we hold ourselves back or shoot ourselves in the foot in a kind of way because we expect things to be exactly how we want them to be. Like, I have no idea when you're going to come back and start talking, but I'm just here talking about the flow, free-flowing, freestyling, what needs to be said.
I think, hey, you know what though? When you really think about it, that's what life is sometimes like. It's like a freestyle BMX skateboard ride.
Bro.
Oh, wait. But it's like that ride, and you doing all these tricks, and you going, and you get done, and they like, man, that was dope. You feel me? And this next person turn, see windows to new information. When close, family or friends pass, our ancestors are often closer than we realize.
Yeah.
Carl Jung talked about something like the ancestral spirit.
Yeah.
After like someone would pass, like let's say the grandmother, the spirit of the grandmother, quote unquote, would like go on to somebody in the family to pick up the duties, responsibilities, or traditions that grandma or whoever used to do or keep up.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Yeah, like when you really think about it, right? When grandma was here, she was she was installing all her stuff into everybody, into our parent, to my mom, and to different ones, to where certain information that she downloaded within them, they held on to. Because my mom always tell me all the time certain things that she do. She say, well, this is what my mom did, and this is what her mom did. So what if those spirits are not just spirits? What if they just ideas?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I believe truly that my memories are passed down through my DNA, and just depending on how traumatic, how extreme, how significant, and how repetitive the memory and experience is.
Yeah.
And like something like I say, and I would like to believe this to be true, but like the psychedelics, I feel like an experience like the psychedelic experience causes such stress on the psyche alone that it could produce some type of mutation uh, with because of said psychedelic. some type of God knows what. But I thought about like, you know, passing on like my experiences of like Kalima and like of Christ and like of these entities all together onto my son because of my heavy use
Oh, thanks, Shanley.
of psychedelics. You know, like maybe one day my son would just be more acceptable to doing, I mean, to experiencing these things when he do psychedelic. Maybe he won't have to be like how I was taking like tab of acid, like multiple tabs, and like trying to figure out how exactly I can like get to the right space to have a breakthrough. Like took me like what 12 to 15 trips to have my very first breakthrough. So
Dang.
like, you know,
But
maybe for my son it'd be different.
it like wait, hold on. Let me answer. Let me say what Dwayne said. He said some people view the world from a perspective of limitations, so they want all wealth and opportunities for themselves. But when you view the world as being limitless, you don't hate on other success. Yeah. Ooh wee. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, ego. That's I think with what you do on a daily basis. Like, and I think like the times like when you be picking your son up and you be hugging him while he young. I think you giving him all of it already, like in a sense to where he won't really even have to take those dives. He won't have to like because we do things like in a sense to where you like we don't like you said we don't want our kids to make the mistakes we made. You feel me? But if he can look at life already, which he already is, looking at life the way you look at life now, he's already ahead of you.
Right.
He's already there because you already gave it to him. You instilled it in him. You talked about it around him. You gave it to him in like through the touch and the feel and the way we love our kids. You know how it is. Like when I remember I can't hold my kids like that no more. But
Mm.
I had mushroom experiences to where it was like go in there and like this is like touch. Okay, put your hand on your son. Like put your hand on your son, and like I could feel like my vibrations or my whatever it was going into him because like that's what
Really?
we doing. We instilling what we are, all these things that we have within him. Like you'll start to see as he start to get older and you start questioning him and y'all go back and forth and he don't want to listen and then he say some shit that you said that was constantly awoke and you be like, wait, hold on, where you learn that from? It's like
I don't.
I learned it from you.
I don't know. I'm not learning from you, Dad.
Learned it from you, Dad. Yeah, and he said, thanks for the ideas of how to process this experience. Wise minds at work here. Oh, yeah, man. Because I think mainly, well, everybody here. Yeah, everybody here is some divers. Like this is what we do, and we've been talking about it for so long. And we all have our different. I think we all right in a way, but it's like be cool to just go back and forth. But I think we all right in a way because what works for ego is not gonna be the same for me. It's I'm gonna go jump off the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah. See, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna. I'm gonna look into the abyss and I'm gonna wait and see what pops out. That's what I'm gonna do. This nigga, he just
Yeah,
jumping in there. I'm not
I'm
gonna do
just
that.
jumping in there. I'm jumping in there, and I listen to. I always listen to everything. Like I remember one thing Wally was saying was like, you need to dive in, and then you need to wait 48 hours for it to process. And like I was looking at it like, oh yeah, that's okay. That might be a good idea, but then it's like, okay, yeah, for some people, yeah, it is, but not for me. Like not for me. Like it's already been processed. All it's doing is playing out now. It ain't the processing happened so long ago. The process was the process of getting up to having that experience at the time you had it. Everything that happened before it was the process. It was this. Oh man. So what's up with it, Dave?
You're right, True. How you doing?
Oh, good man. How you
Good.
doing
I was just
tonight?
letting you speak. How you doing? I'm good, you know. You're right, Ego. You're right, Evra and Sheba. How you all doing as well? You all good? And how was
Chilling.
the little holiday? How was the
Good.
little holiday season? Yeah.
I'm eating
No, I
leftover
was just
ham right now.
listening. Sorry? What you
No,
said?
go. I'm eating leftover ham right now, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was a good one. Like the whole thing, what you were saying about like how like your ancestors carry on like family lineages or like things what they didn't complete. Because I've had like personal experience and I've had an experience with
Wow.
psychedelics. So my own personal experience is that through my family line on my mum's dad's side, I don't know why this happens, but we're all born on the same day. My son, me, my granddad, and his dad all have the same birthday. So it's like
Wow.
we all came through the same gateway for some reason. So that's like a personal one of like the family lineages, and like just even looking into like my family history, I see like a lot of patterns of like a lot of things like on my mum's side. There's like a lot of patterns of like where the parents the there's always this disconnect between the child and the parent, with the mother and the daughter. And like with my mum's dad's side, the dads always end up being the solo parent for the children. You got what I'm saying? Like I look after my children. My mum's dad. My mum grew up with her dad, and then my granddad grew up with his dad. So it's like a family. I see patterns in like family lineages, but like the psychedelic experience is when me and my friend we took some ape, and like she was going through like the chaos realm, where it's the chaotic part of it, and I was trying to calm her down to make sure she was okay. And when I touched her, I saw like a whole like this negative pattern going all the way back to ancient times. I saw like this cycle what our family goes through, and it was quite traumatizing when I touched her, because you wouldn't expect to touch someone and feel like that. And that's when I was like, yeah, like there's certain patterns I believe that we meant to break and we meant to carry on, but I feel like a lot of it's been lost over time. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and it's like I do believe that like we do have to carry on lineages as well, but I also believe that we all have our own path. We all come here with our own individual thing to do. So like even if you say like you could do everything you want, everything to help someone, or say that you wanted your child, you
Awesome.
thought your child was a good runner, and you thought, yeah, like I'm gonna put him in all of the activities to be a runner and all of these things. Like that's what he wants to do. It doesn't mean that he's going to do it, because it's still the choice of the person. Do you get what I mean? And like even like me looking and studying like astrology and all of these things, and just like how the actual planets around us affect us the time we're born. and affect us just in general, and how we all have these different paths we meant, like all these different traits we have based on where the planets were um when we were born. I just believe that
Right.
even we do have family lines, but I believe that we just come through our parents because um that's going to be the best place we could get the lessons we need to learn, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Um, I mean, I would say yes and no. In general, direct experience is the best teacher. Um,
Yeah.
you whenever one is like I okay, I gotta say this. For one, I would not say like personally me, I wouldn't say like we're meant to have or inherit or play out a pattern per se. I don't like to say that because like I feel like it takes a lot of free will out of like one's life. Um, I like to say that it's just something that one is dealt with, and you can choose to either live with it or live without it. You live with it, deal with it. Other than that, I wanted to say that I remember when I was like 17, 18, and I was like getting like hard down into atheism, and I just really felt like I just really
Huh?
felt like I was my own
Oh, okay.
god, like in a way. I feel like I was uh in control of my own destiny because God was dead. And since God was dead and I'm the only arbiter of my own destiny, my own fate, I am my own God. And I took that within myself. And I would say that I would call myself God and say this, and that. And I would say that I feel like all is God and all is one. But like I didn't understand really what that meant until I had a direct experience of all is God and all is one. Of like having everything feel like
Damn, bro.
it is one big ass thing, just one consciousness.
Yeah. Because I do believe, yeah.
Well, jack you up, bruh, put you in the headlock.
I do believe that we do have like the free choice of it within our life. I don't believe that moment to moment we meant to be we it's already written like directly. But I believe, yeah, that within our free choice. So this is like
Dang.
in astrology with the North Node. So you got the North Node and your South Node. Your South Node is the patterns that you're used to, what don't benefit you in your life, and then your North Node is based on the characteristics what you need to embody to to um, what would be beneficial for you. So say like if you're like a shy person and like you never speak up for yourself and things like that, then that would be like a lot of times that would be like based on the North Node and the South Node. So if your the direction in your life should be more based on trying to speak up for yourself. If you're someone who's very like what is moment to moment, but I believe that within this matrix,
Oh,
like the astrology, the numerology, that is like the code
nuh-uh.
that we're born into, not spiritually, but physically. So like, so like all the different planets. based on where they are is how it influences you based on the actions you take. So you got the different planets, and then you got the different houses. So each planet, so say like if it's Jupiter, Jupiter's based on expansion. So it will show you in your life where it will be easier for you based on your traits to have more expansion in a certain area, or there's a lot of parts to it. But I don't believe it's moment to moment, but I do believe that we do come here with missions and with things we want to learn while we're here. I don't believe that it's just like a random um, lottery where it's just random things happen moment to moment. But I do believe that like overall we come here with a certain mission, and that mission could be fulfilled in many ways. So if you understand what I'm saying, say like if it was like what I was saying about like becoming more confident, you could become more confident in many ways. But that's the point of the free will. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you could choose, because it's like when I touched my friend and I saw the family like patterns going all the way back, I saw that each person was choosing not to break it, and that's what kind of disturbed me about it, because like I believe that in our life we should always be trying to evolve, and by evolving is like Shiva said, like learning new things, new places, and also like being able to sit down by yourself and have a thought. Because this is something that I've even realized recently, because like my children live with me and sometimes they're with their mom. So it's like when they're here, like it's fine. But you know when they go, because like when I first started taking mushrooms, I always took it by myself, and then I had like a couple high dose experiences, and then like I took the pound cans what I already spoke about. But after that, I was like, do you know like where like people would say that like you need a sitter to take mushrooms. Some of the sometimes like you need a sitter, but it's not even about needing a sitter. It's like you know when you live by yourself and you're completely by yourself and you take mushrooms and it's like a strong dose. It's like you have to bring yourself down much more. But when you live with someone, say like if you're living with someone or you got people around you, you don't that really helps to ground you. Even if they're not trying to help you, it's just the fact that it occupies your mind within that moment. Do you got what I'm saying?
Why are you trying to be grounded?
Sorry?
Why be grounded?
Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me answer the questions for y'all real fast in the chat. Somebody said, nice rhythm to this live. Few and far between on this platform. Business credit, consultants. What ayahuasca is good too. Oh, DMT as well. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because you were saying like, why be grounded? But this is a very important thing. This is something what I didn't realize, because is that what you said?
I didn't. I can't really. What are you saying? As of right now, because right.
You saying?
No, yeah, because I thought you said because when I was saying about like when you take the mushrooms and you don't realize that when you live with people that helps to ground you.
Because, that's right.
This is something. Yeah, and why like I believe that like we need grounding as well. That this is very important because this is something
That's right
what
there.
I don't really see get spoken about a lot. That that when you take like a lot of high dose of mushrooms, um, if you take a lot of high dose of mushrooms, it starts to activate things online. I've done meditation for years, and like I feel like it's really helped me. Even with just to focus in a lot of ways, it's really helped me. But like when you take the psychedelics and it activates things, like certain times you'll get like visuals, or certain times you'll have a thought, and it's like the thought you could see the thought um completely in HD. So it's like the spiritual awakening. But like the part that people don't really talk about is that when you're doing like having a spiritual awakening, or you're building that these hidden aspects of yourself, like it's not a thing where you could just turn it off. Like you might be walking in the supermarket and you might start getting visual or things like this. This is why it's
Yeah.
important to ground yourself. You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because
but
if you
that's
don't
the
ground yourself,
I think that's the
yeah,
beautiful part though, Dave, is like
yeah, it is
when
a
it
feeling.
cause it takes anything out there to activate it, but it's letting you know something. Like to me, I look at it like these things been in us for so long. It's been going on. We just don't see it. So it's like almost being shown a car, and now I'd say you keep seeing that car. So it's like when they activate at them different times, I think that should be beautiful. Some people probably can't handle it.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like it's really good as well. Because even like what I was saying, like when I think of things like a memory, it's like I could completely see the memory with my eyes closed,
Yeah.
with my eyes open. I mean, like before I could just think and I could remember certain things, but now I could visual. It just automatically visualizes it, and like there's a lot of things I've realized what happens since I've took like the high doses of the mushrooms. But yeah, like for me, it's fine. Do you get what I'm saying? But like, it's something what's not really spoken about because people feel like when you have like these spiritual awakenings, like you could just turn it off and on when you want. But it's not like that. It happens randomly as well. You get
It'll
what I'm
randomly,
saying?
but then, but
Like,
then, but then I think sometimes too we do save the experience. We save the experience in different ways that we don't see. Also, we save it in songs, different melodies, different places, to where you go back to that place, or you listen to that song and it activates it. Like it activates it like a lot. Or
yeah,
somebody might say something like you just talking right now is activating that thing within people. Like just talking
yeah,
about it
yeah. It's
activates it.
true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Did you look up the pan cans? Like
Uh
I'm gonna mention it every time I speak to you.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't see nobody tell no
Yeah,
experience on it, but I looked them up I seen them a long time ago. See, you don't need
yeah.
psychedelics to open
That's
chakras, but
what I told
psychedelic
you.
forces your chakras open. No, you don't. You don't need it.
I mean, it helps. I mean, my my
Huh?
first breakthrough, I had an experience of the chakras,
Mm,
and it was so like
okay.
it was so different because I was confused. Like, I can't believe that this stuff is
That psychedelic song.
real.
Make
Like,
door to open it.
this thing is,
It's
it's like this woo woo bullshit everyone's talking about, the chakras and the crystals and all that. It's real. Oh
yeah.
my God. Magic is real. Oh my God. Jaw drop.
Yeah. Entities is real. It's like, wait, hold on. All this shit is real. It's been real. But it's crazy because you can play either way. You can play it like it don't exist, or you can play it like it exists.
And God, I'm
And
always gonna say,
you won't be wrong. If you decide never to take psychedelics, you won't be wrong. If you decide never to meditate, you won't be wrong. Because it's wild. Like when you get into okay, who said that this helped you? Who said this will work for you? Who said that? Who said that it would do anything for you? That it would make a move? That it would create this? That it will show you these things?
The mushroom said.
They did though. They did. They did say it. They did say. They said a lot of things. They said a lot of things.
Yeah, like I feel like the grounding yourself, because even like if you live with people, you get grounded automatically. It's like you just don't realize it. But when you live alone, like it would be good to learn how to ground yourself. It could be anything. Everyone has their own way of grounding themselves. But it's like what you were saying with like,
they don't even know what it is sometimes. Because you know what I used to use to ground myself, Dave? My girl. That was my grounding. Like anytime like it went crazy, she was like always like right there to where, you know, I even tell the mushrooms, you know, I got she my sword. You can't get me. She my shield.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's actually true, yeah.
And then once I learned to let go though, it pushed me past all the ideas that I had about reality and, you know, having a ground and having it pushed me past all that, all the things that I was making up in order to make reality make sense. In order to make what was happening even make sense. All these things my mind would come up with. You feel me? Of why this happened or why, and it was like I was getting so far past that it was just like, I don't know, bro. That shit is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's true. Like, right now I'm just trying to, like, cause with me, I've only took mushrooms and DMT. I took LSD one time and I just really didn't like it. It was really dead. I just did not like it. Me and my cousin took it and we both didn't like it at the same time.
But you don't like that. That's crazy how you not like LSD.
No.
LSD was one of
what didn't you like about it? What didn't you like about it though?
I didn't like, I feel like this year, it's like, I feel like all of the different mushroom strains. So say like the mushrooms from the different regions. So the different mushroom strains, I feel like they all have a certain mission they want to take you on. So like, not like if you take a PE, this is gonna happen. But if you take a PE and you take a high dose, it's 100% gonna have some type of extraterrestrial, like where am I kind of vibe. Do you get what I'm saying? But like, I feel like. Sorry, what was the question again? Sorry.
I forgot. I forgot because I was stuck on when you said they all had their own little mission. Like each mushroom had its own little. Each psychedelic has its own mission. Or like, do they have the mission or you got the mission? Which one is the mission really for? Like, which one?
I feel like this year, I feel like some of the mushrooms want to like connect you with nature. Some of them want to connect you with like things you're not letting go of. So I feel like they all have different things they want to help you with. And when I took the LSD, it felt felt really just unspiritual. It felt like it just didn't have a mission. Do you know what I'm saying? And I didn't like it.
Yeah, that was the question.
Yeah.
Like, what didn't you like about the LSD? Because like me, I love the LSD. I love the feeling. I just didn't like when I was done. Ego, I felt like it make you like you feel like you was working all day and like you was just covered in sweat, but it wasn't no sweat there. That's the only thing I didn't like.
I didn't like it. It was like I like when I took it, like it was really like robotic. It like I could. That was the first time I encountered like robots, like actual robots. When I took the LSD, and my cousin encountered like the similar thing, like where it was really robotic, and it felt like they were just making like loads of robotic sounds, and I couldn't understand it. And it was just like, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I felt like it just weren't spiritual.
Dwayne said you're right about mushrooms having a different mission. Like each one, I think each one has its own entities within it. Yeah. I think each mushroom strand has its own entity. I don't know how to explain that, 100%. But it has its own. Each one has its own entity.
100%. Yeah, I feel like because I've seen like a few entities when I put the mushrooms in that, but the time where I saw the most entities ever, I saw. Like when I was telling you about the Pancans, I saw the Hindu realm, I saw the Aztec realm, I saw the Egyptian realm, I saw all the deities living their lives. I saw it like, and I couldn't believe it because it was happening with my eyes open. That's what I couldn't believe.
Like wow, it's like what is going on? Eyes open visuals.
Like, you know, like. Yeah, and that's what I would say one more time, because I mentioned, and I'm saying about the pans, do not underestimate them. That's what I would say. Like, do not underestimate them.
I think it's like that with like most mushrooms, because as soon as you think you got it, they will kick your ass, and you can't do nothing but accept it.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing but accept the ass kicking. Like I got my ass kicked so many times. It's like I was running into the same bully. Like every time, I kept running into the same bully. The same bully. He'd beat me up. I run home, and then but it didn't stop me from going back.
No, it's true. That is true. Yeah.
I think that because with DMT too.
Nah,
DMT do that shit too. DMT will. If you think, it's like as soon as you think you know. As soon as you think you really know, it's like nah, you really don't know shit. All you know is what you chose to believe was so. You feel me? But you really don't know. Like if you think about of existence, like what we know. And compared to what existence and how long the planet been here, bro, it's not even 0.1%. It's really nothing.
Yeah.
It's really nothing.
Because I was watching like your video, one of your videos the other day about like the Adam trip, when you saw like the Adam being.
Oh yeah.
And you were saying that it's the only one, and then like I when I was watching it, it was really resonating because I told you when I saw the Archon being and it had all the wires connected to the earth, and you were saying that when you saw Adam, he was sitting at this computer thing.
It was
and it's just all like, it's just all connected in my head. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, because it was trippy. It was like a It was like a tree, bro. It was like a black. It was like a black tree, but the blackness was like made out of like that goo, but it was shaped like bark, even on the tree, bro. It went up into the ceiling and it went into the floor, but you couldn't see the ceiling because it was like you know like misty, like almost like a fog or something like that. And I see this Adam dude working on that thing. It's like that's Adam. That's like the first man that was ever made. It like couldn't another one be made. That's why he made this place. Because he knew another person like him, another man. So he made a digital place almost for us to exist in, which was that thing that was built inside that tree. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, when you think about it, if you think about all the different, you know, ways that you've seen life doing that, like I seen it again on that giant worm with all the TV screens. And on the TV screens, the worm had like tentacles that went into each TV screen that seemed like it was pumping shit in and pumping shit out. But on the TV screen was every life going on. And like I seen this thing happen like that in like so many different ways, but I always seen one thing controlling all of them, like all of it. Like even though the things thought or felt like they were something, they weren't. It was this thing. Like it didn't matter whether you was feeling pain or you was feeling love. It was still feeding the machine or whatever that thing was. That shit is trippy, bro.
Yeah.
And sometimes like it's like it make you think like it make you further think about the macro and the micro and the macro. Like you remember like on Ant-Man Quantum one where they went into the micro, and you feel me, they was down there with like in the dust type shit, and there was like other shit living in there that they didn't know. And I think it's some shit going on like that, like some real Mandelbrot shit, like and because everything is like it's weird when you start to pay attention to everything. You see everything has like a certain structure. Everything is built in a certain way that everything has to follow that pattern. I don't care if it's the ocean. I don't care if it's a thought. I don't care if it's the rain. It doesn't matter what it is. It all has to follow that pattern that was laid out. Like, and our thoughts follow that same pattern. Our lives follow that same pattern. And I don't know, bro. It's like hella weird. It's hella weird. I can't do it but laugh.
That's what I was saying about the astrology, like earlier. Like that's like like where the planets are and where the planets spin is based on this matrix as well, because it's based on the energy what affects this planet. Like all of the different planets affect each different planet. It's like the moon, because the moon is so close. It's like the water on the earth. There's always more water wherever the moon is, or what point the moon is on the earth. So if the moon is on the right side of the earth, there's going to be more water pulled towards the right side of the earth. So the moon affects this planet. All the planets affect this planet.
Hey Dave,
saying, like,
hey Dave, some earlier. Look, while you saying that, I didn't catch this, but I always be reading the comments, but I just don't like to cut nobody off when they talking. But somebody in the comments said something about them, like you think those is planets? They said something about them. It's not planets, them is stars. The planets and stars, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What if they is though?
Yeah, if they're stars or if they're planets, it still affects us equally. Do you get what I'm saying?
All right, JME.
If the moon was a star,
and anybody else new to the channel,
do the same thing it does.
The Discord is always open for anybody to come in. It's always open. It's always open for anybody to come in the Discord when we chopping it up or when I'm running the live and the Discord is open. You know, just be like, post the link. And then you come in like Dave did, Been here, but yeah, yeah. Now back to my bad. Back to what I don't like to leave out the chat because we be talking. Everybody be talking, and the chat be going on YouTube. It just be going.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
how do you feel like? Oh, sorry, go on. Sorry.
no. I was about to question you. I was about to question you about
Yeah,
because I think that's something we need to talk about like later on a later date too and do a whole live on. It's like the different entities that exist within each mushroom or the different worlds or whatever that exists or realities within each mushroom. Oh, JME
yeah,
said love you,
yeah.
Dave. JME said
Oh,
love you, Dave.
oh, I love you too.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
different entities, because I remember you talked about that a long time ago. And like, the shit barely hit me when I had took the gummies the other day and it was showing me, which I kind of knew, but still, you know how you know, but you don't really know. And then you see it and it's like, oh
yeah,
shit, each one kind of carries, which, no, I talked about it many a times. I have, like from the apes to the teachers and different ones I took and the different entities they were. Because one thing I always asked the mushroom, like I always wanted to see the mushrooms themselves, like the mushroom entity itself.
yeah.
Like
I've
what?
seen the like I've seen like a mushroom entity. It looked like a two-dimensional kind of entity. I saw it every time. That's what I said. The PE6, like every time I took the PE6, I saw the same entity every time. It didn't
Yeah.
matter if I took 3 gram, if I took 1 gram. Like I would
Damn.
always see it, or I would know it's around me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it was like that's what I was saying because I feel like that's what I do. Like with all the different strains I grow, like I write like a report of it of like I write like how to cultivate it and like my personal experience with it, and then I got a list of like visuals, um like body sensations. I've got a long list of things, and then I put my ranking from 0 to 10 in it, so like I could have like a more rounded memory of each one as well. Because yeah, like everyone likes think different things. It's like my thing is more like I like ones what are more like based on the mind and connecting with different things. But my cousin, he says that he's a visual specialist.
Yeah.
That's what he's
Yeah,
about.
that's
He
me.
likes the visuals. Yeah, and then there's
Yeah,
other
that's me.
people what like the therapeutic effects, and then there's other people, and then this is the thing like with the mushrooms as well. That this is the thing I feel like is missing from like that community is like a lit that for them to tell you what what the mushrooms are good for. It's like when you get a mushroom, it's just like a random thing. You just have to guess yourself. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but the way you
Yeah.
did it is like, like you can see a person that's having problems with one situation and be able to give them a mushroom that'll help them with that thing.
Yeah, it's because
Uh,
like one of my
I remember you
sisters, she's
talking
really
about that.
scared of that. Yeah, yeah. I give it, yeah. Even like I've given like a lot of my family, like elders, a lot of them mushrooms, and they've really enjoyed it. But I usually give if I'm gonna give someone like mushrooms for the first time, I usually will give them like natalensis or like a cubensis, what is like still in the wild, like a land race one, what is the brown cubes, like the ones what are named after countries. Even golden teachers one as well. Golden teachers within that category, even though it's not named after a country, but you got like Ecuador, like Mexican. Hawaii. You got all of these different names from these different regions, and I feel like them ones are really good because um, they're still connected to nature and they're gentle. You got what I'm saying? They're really gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah, them ones.
Yeah, that Asian strand.
Yeah.
I forgot,
So
man.
that,
Golly. They got so many different ones too.
so you know them gummies you took. What was that? Was it like a DMT gummy?
Yeah, it was the 4-ACO-DET. It wasn't the 4-ACO-DMT.
Oh.
I remember I had
So what was
somebody.
that like?
It was cool.
What
It
was that
was
like compared to the DMT?
uh it wasn't like like I'm like your partner, man. I like visuals. I love visuals. But
Yeah.
it made me, like love the mindful thoughts a lot. Love that the same way as the visuals, because the mindful thoughts was even more. They was like spot on, spot on. It was, I don't know, bro. It was like
Yeah.
crazy. It was like the best feeling for like that just wouldn't go away. It was like the weirdest thing. Like it didn't matter what was happening. I could have tripped and fell on my face and got up smiling. Like it was like that good of a
Yeah.
feeling. Like, and it just stayed like that. Like for days. Like after the first one, it stayed like that for a couple of days. I was just like kind of stuck in that little glow. But then this last time,
Oh
bro, that
yeah.
shit was crazy. I was like I had got up to where I had started seeing visuals. That's why I said the next time I'm gonna just take four instead of doing like I did, because I took one, then I took another. Like I took one like every 30 minutes. But I said next time I'm gonna just take four.
Oh.
I'm gonna just knock out the four like somebody in the
Yeah.
chat said they did, and just do the whole four, because I know I'll see visuals, because I seen visuals just day before yesterday when I had went. I seen some visuals. They didn't last as
Oh.
long.
Oh.
They didn't last as long, but they were
Yeah.
there. They were there, which was crazy.
What do you feel like? You know, like out of if you was gonna put like the psychedelics into a category of how you feel like it's benefited you, what would how would you say that it's benefited you from your time of just before using it, just before getting into it until now at this point?
Man, it benefit it benefited me to the most, bro. It I think I was just stuck. I was stuck in the way of thinking, and then that way that I had of thinking, I even along the way of just diving in, after I changed it, I seen that you can overlay it with the same thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, that's really good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. So yeah, because yeah, because that's I could hear you. I could hear you.
Nah, bro. This microphone, I hate this blue microphone. What about you though? That my bad, y'all. Thanks
Yeah,
though.
how it's helped me, like in the same type of way as you, but like since since like I could ever remember, I've always like had encounters with like beings and entities, and like I've done like altars and all of these type of things.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the time, like you know, like when you're into these type of things, yeah, people always just feel like you're weird, like you're not a weird, like, not a weirdo, but they just feel like you're weird, or whatever you're doing is like is some type of negative worship or
Yeah.
them type of things.
It's the
And it was like,
devil.
it's like
Demons.
yeah. So like I've done like a lot of like shadow work, like meditations, looking at things within my life, like writing at like looking up like questionnaires online to be able to understand myself, like and things like that. So like I've done a lot of that because the first time that I took mushrooms was this year,
Oh
was
dang.
in no, January. January was the first time I took mushrooms, and I knew about mushrooms, but it never came into my life, and I feel like it was because I feel like I needed to learn certain things for myself first. Why it didn't come at that point, I feel like, but yeah, like it what yeah what the mushrooms did for me was like I've always had like communication with like deities and all of these things. And then it was a way of like when I gave it to people and they had the experiences, it was like it was like a confirmation within myself where I could see other people could experience these things that I experience, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
when I've
It
experienced
make all the
these things,
sense.
it wouldn't yeah, it wouldn't be like yeah, when I've experienced these things, it wouldn't be like the eighth realm where like things are folding out and that. It'll be a lot more clear, like if you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's how it helped me. It helped to
I'm trying
confirm
to
that the things that I was seeing weren't just like an individual experience just within myself. So like
get
I've been into
2 grams.
all of these things. Like I've always been into like deities and all of these things, and like even like Bobby Hemmett. Like I've listened to Bobby Hemmett for years. Like I discovered Bobby Hemmett like 16 years ago. I
That's
even got, you know, like Bobby Hemmett's done like a picture package, and I've
yeah.
got like a list of from Bobby Hemmett of like all the lectures he's ever done. But I ain't got the DVDs. Just when he was selling the DVDs. So that's
That
how long
is
ago I was into this thing and
crazy.
doing.
That's crazy. I think we
Yeah,
I think everybody
I'm gonna.
I think everybody always been in the deities, but not like that. Like cause not me. Like I was like basically like yeah, like into like, a way of you could say Christianity or something. You feel me? But I knew something was off.
Yeah.
But I still read the book and stayed up on it. But I knew something was kind of off. But I never was into this shit. I never was into like, mushrooms or psychedelics at all. Like it's only been like 6 years, I think, or something like that. It's only been like 6 years. I would have never thought of because it was witchcraft. It was like witchcraft. Like, hold on, man. I can't be following the devil. I can't be following the devil around here and shit.
I told you about the story in the UK about the person jumping out the window. They're like one of the most famous people in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Then every time you mention psychedelics, someone says, "Oh, ain't that the thing where the person jumped out the window?" I'm like, "No, it's not." So it's like that same stigma. Like, so what do you feel like it was? What like softened you to be able to try it for the first time? Because like like you were saying, like you as a Christian, you was reading the book and all of these things. So what was it? What put you in the mindset to even want to try that in the first place?
Mark Dreams. Nah. Okay. What happened was I had a cousin. I had a cousin that told me about DMT like 6 years ago. He said, "Man, it's this stuff called DMT that people been taking, and they've been going and they've been getting information and different things of this nature, and and you get real, smart off of it, and you learn all these different things." And I'm like, stop playing. And I went and he told me to look it up, and I looked it up, and I came across Mark Dream videos. And Mark Dreams, he be here sometimes. I came across his videos like 6 years ago. And like I was watching his videos, and then it was like this Asian dude, and then I seen this other guy. I forgot who he was, but I can remember him if I seen him. But it was like about 3 people who videos I started watching. And they were saying shit, bro. Like, like the Asian dude was like, "Man, I smoked it in the car, and I was looking through my sunroof, and it was these entities waving at me in the clouds, and oh man, I'm hearing this shit, and I'm going, what the fuck?" I'm like, "No, bro, this shit is fake." It's you like, there's no way you about to smoke something that's gonna take you to another place. I'm like, it's impossible. So I asked one of my friends, my white homies, "Hey man, you know about DMT?" And he was like, "Man, what the fuck is that?" He didn't even know what it was. So after that, I didn't say nothing else about it. And about a year later, he came back to me. And he was like, "Yeah, I know somebody, they told me they got that stuff you was asking me about a year ago." And then that's when I had first dove in, and it was like what it said it was. And then I started making videos about my dives. That's when people here told me about Terrence McKenna, because I never knew about Terrence McKenna. Like I learned Terrence McKenna, Ram Doss, Bobby Hemmett. I learned everybody from being here, from doing this channel, from people telling me, "Hey," because when I was telling my experiences, they was referencing it from certain stuff other people had said, and they was like, "You know what, you need to go check out Alan Watts, or you need to go check out this person." And it was like, oh shit, I started learning about these people and started listening, and it was like, oh damn, all right, like this some shit right here. This some cold shit. It's some cold shit. But you know what's trippy though? You know what's the crazy part though, Dave? Like when you see yourself changing, but the world don't change.
No, and this is the thing that I went through before I even took the mushrooms. Like with the whole taboo of the things that I was into before, it's like
take the fire.
It was like it's like yes, exactly what you're saying. Like people don't change just because you've changed, and I always say that to my children. Like, don't expect the world to change because you've changed. You've changed for the betterment of yourself, or you've done this for the betterment of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because people won't change, and it's so deep here. It's like even with the psychedelics, like because it does like a lot of like trauma work. It does like a lot of shadow work for you, even if you're not doing it for that reason. And like you'll see that like a lot of people won't be happy that you're happier within yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a deep thing. And then you tell someone like, yeah, it's because I took some mushrooms, you know. And they'll be like, I would never do that. But the person could see that you're actually happier in your life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's the
like
one
that
thing
thing.
that I can say.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that like they all started noticing about me. It's like, you know, that happiness, and I mean, through it all, still the happiness and the joy of just, you know, I don't know, of life.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing. I think that's what, dang, maybe that's the thing. We get caught up in trying to make life into what we wanted. We forget the joy of life. We lose the joy of just living, of just being here, of just talking,
Yeah.
of just sitting down, standing up, watching TV, or looking at that, listening to a song, you know, playing with your kids, or we like forget about all that. You feel me? It's like crazy, but I gotta tap out though, Dave. I'm sorry, you know, my girl just got back, and I don't want to be loud because I'm like in the living room, damn near in the kitchen. It seemed like, so, you know, I'll be back tomorrow though. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'll need to. I'm gonna try to see. We're gonna have to do I want to do another like another 10-hour live, bro. Like back in the days, like how I used to do. Like through the holidays, because New Year's about to even come up. You feel me? Just kind of come on the live and just chill all day. You know, as people go in and out, because it'd be cool, because through the times of day, you know, you got people on each side of the planet that's up at different times, so it's always cool. You feel me? But
Yeah, it's like 8 in the morning here. It's like
yes,
8 in the morning in the UK.
yeah, it's 11:30 over here. It's barely 11:30,
Yeah.
man. I usually be sleep at like
So just
10.
one more quick thing. Like, yeah, like you told me about like the Mazatepic last time, and like I'm just drying it right now. So I grew it out and I harvested it, and now I'm just growing it. I'm gonna try it today.
You didn't
Yeah.
have no dream. You didn't have no dreams when you was growing it. When I grew when I grew the Mazel Topics, bro, I had a dream of the experience I was gonna have before I had it. Like literally.
Is it?
Like I dreamed the experience. I had a dream about it. Watch. And then you'll take them, and then that experience will happen, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, you didn't know, huh? Everything."
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's weird as shit, bro. It's hella
I told
weird.
you, anything that like, if you recommend the mushroom, then I'll try it. And
Yeah.
that's like what I was saying to you. Just look out for the pans. If you could find them, try it. It's not like Cuba. It's like the top shelf of mushrooms. I'm telling you, it's not like cubensis. It's different. It's so much more visual with your eyes open. Like you wouldn't believe it. Like that's what I would say. They're not. They're completely different to cubensis. That's why I keep on saying to you, look out for them. If you could find them, try it. That will be like out of. I told you, it's like mushrooms and DMT together.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the only way I could put it.
See, that's That's what I need. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I like that because the last time when Sun Tzu was like, man, you need to just take like 5, and I did, man. Oh my God, the open eye visuals. My thoughts was outside of my head. It was like that shit was huge. It looked like a gold, like fucking ring type. Ball thing. I don't know. That shit was crazy, bro. And then that was wild. Cause I seen death and life, like death going up, life coming down, but they was like the same thing, bro. It was like the only thing I could keep saying is, man, we don't have nothing to worry about. Why we worried about death? Why are we worried about life or what we
Yeah.
are or what we aren't? It's like we really don't have nothing to worry about, but we worry about everything. Where the world is going, how the world is gonna be a year from now. Is it gonna be a war? Is Donald Trump gonna be president? We worry about everything. And I was like, we ain't got shit to worry about. All we gotta do is just be.
No, it's true.
But it's understanding, yeah, that we just,
Yeah.
we explore all those terrains. All those terrains, every last one of them. But I gotta go, Dave. I'm gonna holler. I'll holler next time, bro. All right,
Yeah,
XL.
thanks. Yeah, cool,
All right.
man. Yeah,
All
bye
right, bro.
everyone. Bye.
Yeah, and all right, everybody on YouTube, thanks for dropping by. And like the new people that be on the channel, especially if you got a lot to say, man, I'll be trying to read the chat sometimes when we talking, and I don't be able to catch everything, but I catch everything that I can. And I thank you. I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button on the way out. And yeah, tomorrow we're going to try to stream a long one tomorrow. We're going to just sit back and just chop it up like we do.